Hello there. Okay. Can we pull this thing down? Okay. So, in my experience, it doesn't really matter 5 to 10 minutes, someone will drop by. You will have the ability to ask one question if there is available space. I cannot guarantee that I see the question. What you can do, however, is to leave behind a comment regarding your question. I take a few questions and I can bring it on to the next live or a simple read where your names will be listed. Now, I do not take long reads. So today we are going to ask simple questions about random signs, random, yeah. So yeah, you should have been here 15 minutes ago. This is India. I was just putting up a video about animal abuse and how they abuse animals here is just makes me sick to the bone and all that. And well, since there's nobody here, I might as well prepare finding the correct cards, which I of course forgotten. Long forgotten. Actually, I wasn't done yet. Let's put it on break. Okay. Or don't. Så han kunde höja transaktioner och det är klockan 15. Sen så var det inte det. I just, well, hello there. I'm sorry. What's your name? Bhavika. How are you? Namaste. I am great. I just, had to, well, actually, I forgot something. My water, my ashwagandha, my spirulina, and my green tea. Is that what it's called? Well, you know, so let's get started. We are going to do random signs based on this dice. It will be also 4 to 5 different card types. And based on these dice, which is called a D12, which we use when we play Dungeons and Dragons, they might tell you what zodiac sign we are talking about or what house we are talking about. So we have here Kipper as one. No, we have the the big ones. These are Lenormand cards, so they will be number 1, Kipper will be 2, and more Lenormand number 3, made by a great Russian, the Gypsies number 4, and more Lenormand number 5. So I think, should we swap them a little bit? Should we swap them? What do you think? 6 is a yes, or Odetal is a yes. Okay, so we keep the Lenormand together. Okay, this is less. I'm still new on being to this stuff. Okay, so now we have all the Normans, Venus in Virgo, almost happy here, and we have Alistair Crowley cards. We have Rider White cards. We have Santa Muerte. We have the beautiful Cuervos. And I'm bored of all the cards, and yet we have such a beautiful, collection. So I don't know. If you can answer right now, you can tell me what is your sign. If not, I will pick one for you. 12. So Pisces. What is going on with Pisces? So what house is Pisces suffering from? 4th house. So actually, what are you talking about? Talking about you get a 4th, we get a house. So right now there is a general energy, and I believe it's still Pisces moon, or at least very similar or close to the Pisces moon. So anyway, 4 is the house of family, and this is popping up. I'm going to use a second card from the same deck, because same deck consists of 2 different decks. So what else is the theme? 2. It's about property. So in this case, we have health. Someone could be struggling with their health. Note, you do not have to be Pisces in order to pay attention. It could be relevant for you. You could have Pisces moon, you could have Pisces wings. Yes, I have Pisces midheaven. Cool, huh? So I don't know, and I have Pisces in my second tribe or second decan of Scorpio, so you never know. So let's see what is going on here. There's something about this house and this tree. I don't even know how to place them. We will see. Perhaps as the heart of the matter, we will find one. Okay, so second story, 12 again. 12th house. 12th house. So I think we go for 4. I think we go for 4. So then we're going to use the big deck. Child. Interesting, since we just witnessed child abuse. And we have a 4 again. So just going to shuffle them a little more. So Piscean energy again in 12th house. Suffering like this that we just witnessed. You can see it on the Leo video, by the way. I filmed them. So this is about taking action. Some of you need to take action regarding your studies. So again, we are on Pisces. Is there some way I can send a message or give a message? Um, la, 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 so how do I do this? How do I write that we currently are on Pisces? Never mind then. Whatever. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to make a shorter impact because I'm still a trainee. I'm still studying the cards. I still, I have to experiment. It's time for me to be on my own feet and learn the different manners on how you can, experiment and make everyone happy. But the book here, it's first house. So it could be something about, I get something about urgent knowledge. So, next card. Next card. You want some information on the house, please? Actually, if we pull 6 cards, since it's a D6, you know what I'm thinking. So number 5, there's a letter, and in the bottom here, oh, that's the moon. Okay, so the moon. So there is something about the house here. So the book is coming out as the most important card, and that is 10 of coins. This is a lot of money. So there could be a special message for you here. Now, which card should we pull? Two, three, four. Kipper. So what message is it that you have for this book? So I'm seeing that this is taking so far that we are simply joining it. We're joining in all the signs. This will be for all the signs. And if you have a specific questions, so you can see the beginning here is connected to Pisces. There is no doubt about it. There's something about house, the health, and a child, and this book. But for the rest here, I see that this is a little bit of a crack to make. And therefore, everyone who are connected to this channel cannot wait 1 hour for each. So this is my, I'm a student too when it comes to being live. Oh my God, I'm live. Ooh! And there are so many people watching. So whatever's going on here, number 4 regarding this book, where there is something urgent, some kind of action that needs to be taken. It goes for all of you. So if you resonate with the book, if you're soon coming up with an exam, when you recently started school, a new school, we recently started in Norway now, then there is something urgent for you, and it could be a lot of money involved in this. There is some sad news coming in here on that one. There's some sad news coming on that one. So, yeah, unless no one here are going to ask about what is the sad news, I'm going to throw the dice. Because there's a letter here. What is the letter? Let's check. 2. Okay. So 2 is all about health. And it wants us to pluck 1, 2, 3. Keep a card again. Okay, keep a card. You love keep a card. You're a funny keep a card. So what is it about the health and the tree? Gaining a lot of money. So how exactly do these two go together? Did you plant a tree and it grew money instead of fruit? It's placed in the second house, actually. So, okay. 5. What is in your letter? What is in your letter? 2. A messenger. A letter that contains a messenger. How interesting is that? Just make sure these two are also properly shuffled. Just extra time. Okay, some extra time for the shuffly shuff. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Okay. When 2 similar cards like this pop up, 1, there is a snake in the nest here. This letter might have something to do with manipulation. Someone is manipulating you. This is equal to 7 of Swords, stealing and lying. And what I get here is that someone might come to your aid and warn you about that specific letter. We have the garden. There is something about the garden. Oh, I ain't giving up before I get to the bottom of this. Okay. Funeral. So, mystical letter about someone who's lying, someone coming to you to the aid, loyal diplomat coming to tell you that there is something about this garden. And if this is a property that you want to buy, or if this is property that you have purchased, have you ever seen the movie called Poltergeist? Well, there's your answer. If you have any comments on this interesting then please do. Maybe the story will, that sometimes they need time to connect. And usually we, Lenormand readers are Lenormand readers and tarot readers are tarot readers. I found out that I'm a card reader because I realized that they are all equally fun. They're all fun. So I'm not a tarot reader, I'm a card reader. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let's see, there are more cards here to figure out. So card number 5 again. The spooky letter. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gypsies. Gypsies. Hello there. For those of you who still haven't got it yet, this is a general read. We are using the Lenormand cards, and we are using the dices to decide your situation, your possible situation, to try and figure out the mysterious cards, what must be done, is there any, so we're using we're using a lot of different decks, and we are using 2 different dices. So one is a D6 and one is a D12. And now the question is, currently, a mysterious card by a deceiver, thief. Someone tries to warn you about this mysterious card, sent by someone who likes to steal and lie. So already this was originally meant for the Pisces, but after a couple of cards I see, no, this is for everyone. Already now I see that actually this read here, which is followed up by a funeral, resonates with the card reader herself. It starts to make, interestingly enough, sense. I had some questions, but now I see that there is more stuff coming up here. So this rider here could be Sagittarius energy. They want to come to your aid and tell you that there is something wrong here, possibly about the garden. Like I said just recently, Poltergeist. Have you seen the movie? Funny movie. They all build. They build their house property on an old church graveyard thingy. And we have one gypsy card. Who might, it seems to me that the number 5, Shiva's number, is very popular. There is something here about the story, about a fake. The letter can be a mail. It doesn't have to be paper, because we do not live in 1922 anymore. So here we go. Something's falling out. Too much information for my taste. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on, and see what is needed. So, what do you know? A messenger again. So someone here, this is the universe trying to, can you get the point soon? There is a message here for you. Yeah, well, I already understood that far, that there is a fox and a snake in the nest. I know who they are, and I know sneakiness. I know I can point many fingers. Who is who, what is what, because we are special, right? And universe go like, okay, good girl, good boy, you managed to figure out who the villain is. Now, do you understand the letter? No. No, says the writer. She don't, or he don't understand the letter. Okay, I'll tell you about the letter then. It's about a garden. And this garden is maybe something you purchased, or it's something you plan to purchase. Well, do you know what it's built on top of? Or do you know the story of the garden? Or you might be interrupted. I get different channelings because I'm so fucking psychic. You might be, someone is trying to interrupt you going to the Garden of Eden and purchasing the entire enchilada because there is a shit fest going on here. And what do you know? The third fucking messenger, universe coming in the third time and tell you that this garden is wrong. And how can they tell you that what's wrong about this garden? Well, first of all, the first letter is sent by a snake. Not fake person, evil person. Someone who is a liar, cheater. The funeral is attached to this garden. Now let's see if anything else is relevant here. There is an enemy here. There is money here. We have falseness here. Kitty cat. Good kitty cat. Can't trust it. I'm going to keep that falseness of that cat here. Is it needed? How many false people do we have in that thing? Enough. We have snakes. We have. Should be enough for more. Okay, so Kit Kat, we'll keep you because you like the garden. You're very cute, and we are not offended by your falseness. So the message could actually come in the form of a cat. I got a gift from a cat once. A beautiful black rock with macrame embroidery around, beautiful necklace. She was lying in the tree, whole of the tree, waiting for me with the medallion under her hands. Look at me, Sandy, And I came like, wow, what is this? And it was like this telepathic communication, that's for you from all of us, for taking care of dozens of cats in your life. And so we had a chat that night. So not all messengers are from God directly. They come from God, but in a specific shape. So there is a butterfly here. There is something about this butterfly is friendly. Remember, they are fragile, never touch his wings. We have someone here who is a little bit arrogant regarding this house and this. There is an enemy here, and what they are after in the end, when it comes to the funeral, the garden itself could also be something that is your heritage. Okay? And someone here is, see, you get the sad news here regarding the funeral. Someone here is trying to play you. So basically they can get the access to, so they can enjoy their kitchen room with but low. So someone here, they are basically your enemy. They do not want you to have those money, honey. They come out as haughty. Oh yeah, I'm a Marjorie. There is a surprise here, but is it for you or is it for them? But when I see the butterflies in this situation, it's a sign for you to act. It could have something to do with that book. This book could be a law book, a book of the law, and if you use Black Law's dictionary, if you use, you will find interesting words there that can be tweaked. The word sovereignty, being a sovereign meaning. Check it up. don't take my word for it, but the word sovereign simply means hold on. Super anus. These words, we are a few people who are checking the real meaning behind each word using Blacklaw's dictionary and Oxford. And of course, when she's reading that she's not sovereign, she's a super anus. Well, I think it's funny. But those who wrote our languages, who constructed our languages, constructed it in a manner, specifically the English one, into the manner that we are literally walking around cursing ourselves. We need to be more quiet, except when we do tarot reading live. Need to get it out of the system. Okay? So there is something about a butterfly. There is a message. Try to think a little bit about it. Try to dream a little bit about it. Just never touch its wings, okay? Because they are so fragile. They are like little scales. They are like mini dragons. Okay, we forgive you, kitty cat, for being fake. But it's a cat. How can you hate a cat? It's, even if you try, you know, even if Hitler came back as a cat, a kitten, and you're like, yeah, this is revenge on behalf of all the people you've been torturing. And Adolf Hitler, the kitty cat, is looking at you. What? Did I do that? Oh, I suppose I have to pay my karma then. If you could do that, you're a psycho. You are the psycho. And Hitler also, of course, but he no longer exists. He's gone. He's in the past. It's his history. So I'm going to have a look at one more here, an outcome, before we shuffle up a new one that could be more of you. You are also you're always free to come with a question. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3 at the most. You know, people are coming in, they're coming out. We will have one more. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I am going to pack them together and put up a new read. So in case new people are coming in, I don't want to explain. And you can, of course, see the entire read all over again. You will see the story. If you have questions, you can feel free to ask questions if you feel something resonates with you. Now we are going to do the same thing again because I liked the way we did it. I liked it. And this time we are going to follow, instead of the houses, we are going to follow the planets. So the first house will be beehive, will be your ascendant. And the second house will be your sun, and then the moon, and then Mercury, and then Venus, and then Mars. And from there, we will see what happens. So feel free to join. And you can also choose. I mean, the chat is like, oh, there are the chats. Okay. Hello there. Must be ages ago. I haven't seen one single chat. So if you get this, whoever you are, I'm just having fun. I'm practicing because I'm doing like Bashar, my teacher, tells me to do. Follow your highest passion. And I'm going to follow my highest passion. Ooh, what do you know? Fox. So in your first house, will you take action? Perhaps your gym instructor with a really nice bum? In Lenormand, we have one rule. If you have a fox as your friend, lock your door. If you have a snake, if you discover that you have a snake as a friend, barricader the door, and get yourself a really nice collection of ammunition and security guards. Lenormand, not my rules. So, this fox is currently 449. He's the wounded warrior, so he might come to you and say, "Oh, my darling, beautiful Sitara," meaning star in Hindi or whatever. A beautiful star, a moonlight star. I'm such a wounded warrior. Won't you take me in and give me some compassion? Please? Please? Okay, let's put them up. Oh, what do you know? Someone likes the fox. Too much? I have a friend who is kind of into a possible, quite similar story. It's not quite the same story, but it's all these stories do take place. Let's find out what's next. So the moon, what is under the moon? Someone's hiding under the moon. You, whoever you are, want to keep this relationship a secret. You want to have fun and you communicate, you're laughing, you got it all fun. And there is this energy also of one of you or both of you or all of you wants to invest in whatever is going on in this card, but you can't. Maybe even the fox fell in love. Can foxes fall in love? Can I hear your opinions about it, please? I know now how to start asking weird questions and all that stuff, and upgrade my shit. And for Christmas, say I want an Apple computer. Can you please give me an Apple computer? So yes, I have to rebuild my empire all over again. With thanks for all of you. And then we will build a beautiful place in Spain where you can come and take care of my street dogs, the chicken where we spanked the slaughter guy, we kicked his ass so hard he won't remember his name, and we stole his chicken and let them go and live a free, beautiful life. Now, fourth card. This card is all about Mercury. Ooh, some communication ended hardcore here. I'm done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. So from being, I'm so wounded. I want boo-hoo. And I'm so in love with you. Ooh. And it's got 4 and 2, which equals a 6. So it's a Gemini energy. You have to make a choice, and you seem to have a lot of fun together. It's Gemini again, communication. So what is the problem? Well, that problem is the one we are going to find out. And well, there's one problem here. Someone are ending it. Something is ending. In here anyway. Not maybe it haven't taken its places into the real world. But they're dead anyway. That corpse you forgot to bury under the 7th last year, but it smells because you forgot some bubbles and something cracked, and the smell is ooh. No, I haven't smoked anything, not yet. Okay. Ooh, Satma. Okay. So not only do we have a fox here who is, hello there. And you fall for that fox. Foxes are cute. They are so innocent. And the way, have you heard them laugh? Ah, I know I'm Norwegian, and what does the fox say? Rah, 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 rah. No, they laugh like they are kind of a dog, kind of like a dog cat. They are a little bit like dog cats, and they are very cuddly. And ooh, I want my own polar box. Well, we won't. But being around one, and now this is your values, this is your love, this is perhaps someone you fell in love with, or this is you. This is you. I will assume this is not you. I will assume it's not you because you just got a read, an envelope from a serpent, where another writer, that was from the previous ride, look the whole and all that, and they try to warn you about the garden, about the community, about wherever you're hanging. And what did they do? Well, turns out this place is having a funeral. Did you know this, by the way, before you perhaps thought about investing some money in this? Because is it something that is more easier to fake? Is a contract. If you're good with words and you have a small degree in graphic design, you study a little bit law, and for all means study the book called Black Law's Dictionary and the Oxford ones with the black ones. Black Law's dictionary has got the real juicy stuff, so it's expensive. I want one. Please give me one. Send it to me. And so, forever those of you who wants to send me a gift, I won't be able to grab it right away, but I have an address in Norway, and in return, I will, make a stable kind of thing around that. In return, you'll get a video with reads and so on and so on. We are trying to build as well as we can, but for now, everything is for free. Isn't that beautiful? And I also will be putting in the possibility, if you want something from me that I have made, I make personally small pouches. I have some of them around here. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. This is one kind of pouch. This is an exclusive one, so and it's a real mala, and I crochet this background. So this is filled with, herbs, Viking tears, Viking blood, everything that you need to to create a specific vibrational energy that will put you in a state of mind. But remember, you have to do the work. Just so okay. I think I have this, what I call this, this issue with concentration. We still haven't found out what that fucking snake wants. Well, we will do, because he is or might be the cause of someone's death or something that's finished. It's a drama here that is pretty awesome, and in the end of the cards, someone feel, well, usually this is someone feeling very betrayed and travel. In this case, it is about communication. Flying fish, talking about fish with wings, huh? Things manifesting past. So what we do here, we have the 6 of cards. Now we are going to find out, I really, Om Namah Shivaya, need a computer so I can do all those funky stuff that cool guy, what's he called, Tyler Tyrants, he's funny. I don't think of him as a very spiritual guy, but he can read the cards. I mean, that's a good beginning. It's a very good beginning. I like that. And he's also funny. And he makes a road for all male to come and say, we all have to be old hag gypsies like this one. My father is of Romani gypsy blood. And so it was part of their culture to travel, have a specific embroidery on their clothes, which I put away. I want to be the reaper, right? And we've always thought about gypsies traveling a little wagon and then ripping you off, right? And you're being ripped off, but now it's more like up to you whether you want to pay it or not. But we've had gypsies in my town, and now I realize that, well, with my ass that barely moves, and since I'm obsessed with it, just like Darilanka said, well, the snake and the snake and the boat fits together like a puzzle. Freaky. Okay. So, what do you want to know, my beautiful people? What do you want to know? The fox, the lovers having fun on the birds, who are, by the way, slandering, talking goofy things. It's oh my God, did you see the other day what she did and her husband? And I think they're getting a divorce. Yeah, we both know he and she, they had someone on the side, blah, 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 slandering. Then something comes to an end. Coffin. Followed up by a snake. Getting creepy. And that snake, it almost seems like it's coming from the boat, and the boat is like, well, I've done the job. I delivered the fox. I delivered, it could be connected to the other reed, so pay attention. If you check out the entire video, you might get the answer you are looking for. The boat is turning. It's all about communication, but it's not really telling what the communication is about. We will see what the cards want. 4. Okay, Kipper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Can you remember which card we're supposed to put? Let's just redo it. 5. House. So you, mate. I had the experience myself. I was walking on the way to the toilet. Something white liquid like stuff fell on the floor that reminded me a little bit about the bird poop. I used to have birds because I thought it was obscene to keep them in a cave. So I took the caves from those people and said birds do not belong in caves. So I took them and I let them out of the cage inside my apartment. Of course, you can't let them out in the traffic. And so when I saw this snake, I thought about that bird poop. And the message was like, are you shitting me? Are you going to. Well, basically, if you come closer, because he was all up there and he was looking down and he was beautiful. He was like lime colored. Wasn't very big, like a baby. And I was like, wow. And he was like, relax. I'm only going to the toilet. Boop, 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 boop. Walking just calmly to the toilet. Making this thing understand that snakes for dinner is not my style, but if you're dead, you will become a nice belt buckle. Okay. Everything in my world that can be, there is no such thing as garbage in my world unless you make it so disgusting that we can't even look at it. But even then, so if I do find an animal with horns, I did find the jaw of some animal. Uh, Probably a dog that's been taken by a very large cat. And as a handcrafter from the university, we can put knives to them, we can make all sorts of awesome things to them. So, yeah, I am a bone collector. Now, what is about this house? What is it about this house, and what is it about the snake in the house? Well, someone let that snake in. And do you remember the card I was reading? For some of you who read the card was all about, well, it was sent by a serpent, and it was lying about a property that you were about perhaps to invest money in. But twice the universe came to your aid and warned you about these friends, or these who in the end we did see the room how it would have ended if you took the bait, a big table full of your money. Do you know how many people hate the Scandinavians when we travel the world because they think our life is so easy? If they knew that many of us are also chronicle suicidal, would they want that life? And I told this story before, but I told the taxi driver this summer, I'm gonna go home now. How's your day? And I said, I'm gonna go home now and kill myself. And he was like, for real? Yeah, for real. Look, here's the drugs, here's the vodka. And he was like furious because I had such a good Norwegian pension. I should go to Colombia right away and fix his father's house, specifically the floor. Stop being so selfish, taking your own life. Oh, well, thank you for the concern. I think less about what is killing me and more about what's killing your father. Snake again. What does the snake want? One. Oh, darling, honey, honey, honey. Is there very few friends where you live to choose between? Because the way I have experienced, well, I'll be honest with you, the first impression I got from this place, it was mixed. But after some time, where they might as well just open your wallet and take the money out from themselves so they can buy the smoke they would need. And I said weed, I said need. And at the same time, when their fun is done, oh, let's go home to our wives and mom and daddy. And this happened over a few days where I realized that, well, I didn't realize at that point. I realized that many years ago when I was in India, when people who were making money from me or had large advantages of simply knowing me, they would tell me, oh, don't worry about it, you're family. Until you disagree on the bill. So this snake is surrounded by rats. Maybe he is the boss and the rats are doing his bidding, kissing his ass and all that. The fox, however, he is still peculiar, and I think I'm going to go into a shaman boom boom kind of thing. We used to do that before to find out what is it the fox want me, and I'm going to paint it white because I'm a fucking Nordic. So what is it that this fox wants besides eating those poor chickens in town? So if you have a house, this snake is living off you, and he's doing anything he can. He's sending something away. He's also making sure that something is not coming back, or it's putting a stop to something which benefits him. It could be your love life, because he is so jealous. I'm saying he, depending on what I see here, who's got balls and who's got the fanny flaps. So, believe it or not, but male or men can also get jealous. And how can I say that? How can I say this? Maybe I will say it later before I sneeze. Although you might have fun together, although you might have spent a lifetime together, you're soulmates, you're Six of Cups. There is always one part of certain people, of these kind of friends, who have hated and rejected you because you have something that they don't. People like you and people don't like them. People love you because you have a light vibration. People don't like them because they have a heavy vibration. And this dark vibration, which is, by the way, a low vibration, belongs into the roots of the tree of life. But it will also be their death. They are making it worse for themselves by trying to ride a professional. Someone people love and like because you're light-hearted, you're kind, you deliver things when you're supposed to deliver things on return, when you're supposed to, and yet you have in your life snake, fox, and rats. Now ask yourself this question. Well, I'm a piece of shit anyway, so you can't arrest me for being a piece of shit. I agree with you. Yeah, okay. I agree with you. But if you're going to change the reality, you need to become a king. You can also, if some people say that, do you think you are the king or something? And then you go like, yeah, why not? Do not try to defend yourself by trying to offend them back. Then you game over. I suppose I would call this coffee time with Raven. 3. This is people talking, okay? You two having fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeper knocking on the door. That is very strange. There is something about the communication here. Someone having fun. Très sexy. Someone wants to invest in something. It could be, not just does it come to an end. Out of the blue. But it comes to an end. Don't take funeral literally, but sometimes they are literally. Spoken from a real bone collector. So that happy. Oh, so I'm going to put that card in between of them. I'm so sorry for not being able to show you the cards, and also the thing I'm sending from. Don't think about it. Give the solution to the universe and trust the universe. He is very creative. Mr. Shiva. Okay. So let's see. We have the fox, we have the lovers, we have the two lovers playing, having fun. We have a funeral, or a couple of them. Is the snake involved? Because someone is basically running away from the snake after being placing it there as some kind of a spy. And the rats are rats. People who are rats, they're full of vermin, they're full of bacterias, and I love those animals, but so first, and as long as they're tame, cuddly. Okay, finally, we have the fox here. And free. It wants to talk. So tell me, what is it that you want to tell me? There is a message. Okay, I have a message for you, but I'll send it. I'll send it. I'm a wounded warrior, and I'll send the message for you. About what? Well, this is so weird. The messenger. We need two messenger because this message is so special. Talking about Fox being a drama queen. Oh, this message is so special. Do you get me? Okay. Maybe the fox don't like the snake, or maybe they hang out. But if the fox and snake are friends, the fox should move away. Even if it's a tiny snake, it's even worse. Oh, come on. What is the message? Again, three, communication. 1, 2, 3. Darkness. Coming in. 3 again. Communication, communication, communication. One, 1, 2, 3. Communication, communication. Did I throw the 3 again? Forget it. There's a lot of communication here. Probably coming more. So 5, gypsy cards. Messenger. A fucking messenger. What the hell? What is the message? Can't you just plant your UFO and what the fuck is the message? Oh, you're from Lyra. You have special abilities. Yeah, I knew that. But what's the message? We already know someone dying. And we know there is forbidden love here. It can never happen. Yeah, it seems I get this feeling that this snake is someone is trying to prevent this secret love. It could be. It's just a hunch because one of them have something that the rest of the world wants to possess. It's just remember when I'm talking like this, it's a channeling. It's not me thinking. It's coming from the heart. Okay. So what the hell is the message? Or again. Oh, the message is from a false person. Basically, wherever you live, I'd consider packing my bags. Looks like this This one also needs to pack her back. It started to become a little bit tense when the landlord goes to the balcony and beats up his 10-year-old child like they did in the 60s and 70s in Norway. Like, beat, 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 and it hurts. First, you're not fit as a father. You're under-educated. I don't care if you're a fucking rocket science. It should be obvious to you that we do not groom a plant by pissing and making it feel like shit. Things that are obvious. Oh, but they do it everywhere in India. It's so the children can get disciplined. I went to Taekwondo and I got a lot of discipline. And I became a warrior. I became disciplined. I did my homework. And never ever did I have to be beaten up by the teachers to become an excellent person. Violence is not accepted unless it is real severe self-defense. Violence is not accepted. Mm, we're having some fun. Okay, so hopefully this one, oh, doesn't, okay, maybe it works. If this one just stops up, remember you can ask some questions and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll try to figure out one to, yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of false people in the world. I think we might expect a really big boom, bada boom, where we will be met with the mirror. We look in the mirror and I don't like what I see, and it will turn into a monster. We have to fight it. We have to fight what we do not like about ourselves. We have to fight what we pretend does not exist with ourselves. We have to face the things we've done, which we rather forget, and we will have to face a severe amount of pain that is on your way. So fuck all those white robed gurus with flashy new combed hair from the hairdresser and pearls in the air and oh my god, I can feel the kundalini rising. All you have to do is this, and that. Yeah. What about being what God created you to be? Do you think God have anything against black? For again. Rich girl. Okay. So someone here is identified as a rich girl, of course. And there is a false person towards that rich girl. Time to close the door. We have monkeys here. As in the real ones. I feed them bananas. That is my way of thanking Hanuman for being Hanuman by simply offering him bananas instead of going to the temple and turn 9 times around and wave with a badge of rice and put a jingle bell on it and jump up and down I've never seen as many rituals. Explain them to me so they make sense. Easy now, Raven. Easy now, Raven. Okay, so rich girl hair. Okay, let's see. That's three. Let's see. Let three. Two. Okay. So basically, wherever you are, wherever you live, you need to clean some weed around you. There are people and situations here who do not serve your higher purpose. Ask yourself this question: the people who are around you, how do they make you feel? How do they impact you? Because when you are in the same room with someone, you're sharing light, you're sharing your electromagnetic field, and sometimes you will experience that, long enough, you'll start to see that, oh my God, if you're mutable enough, you will start copying facts and certain things they do with their eyes or their head or certain way they use their voice. Because your body is like a chameleon. And the chameleon scales are, like this. So when another color comes like this, all the scales will tip back and reveal another color below. So not all of you are aware of it, but if you want to reinvent yourself 110%, how do you do it? What can you lose? Because you never really lose anything. Everything that you say goodbye, I don't need this thing or whatever, or even this individual, they will come back in a new form to test you. If you raised your vibrations, you will not be able to attract the low vibrational entities or beings because you can't see each other. And the universe will make sure you are being kept apart. Because you chose to follow your highest passion. And if you have people around you who try to, in a way, oh, I had friends that make me feel, like shit being around them. But I was a teenager. Mm. Took me some decades to boss up. And when I finally bossed up, I got the angry old grandmother with a big bazooka, right? So let's finish this up, okay? If some of you still have a question, I'll do my best to whatever it is. Please don't come visiting me in the middle of the night. I want to sleep. I'm not tired, but I do want to sleep because sleep for me is like, well, I do practice a lot of lucid dreaming and had many experience about it. And there are many parallel universes that I visited, a few of them, and I probably also swapped a few parallel universes, and I will continue doing that. Yeah, so not a lot of stuff popped up on the second, love kind of thing. Not a lot popped up. It's like the love you have is untouchable. Basically, it's untouchable. No matter where he goes, no matter she goes, or same sex goes, the love itself is untouchable. Not even the snake can break it. Let's see. We can't leave the read without some tarot, can we? So, rich girl, false person, messenger, messenger. So there's clearly a lot of money around here, this area. There's a lot of money. And as a European, I'm probably one of those who represents the rich girl. Oh my God, I'm so rich. Yeah. So if this was my read, okay, I have a false person on my neck. And all these false messages are sent to me by the fox, who is the wounded poor warrior. And his mind is dark, like the well everyone forgotten. Death again. Four actually is a card of death in China. What are you talking about? Death again. Okay, one, two, three, four. Knocking on heaven's door. So whoever are connected to this death situation is receiving a very pleasant letter. Now the question is, who is that individual? Because that individual won't be shown by a simple deck of, let's see, how small can we get? Let's use Santa Muerte. It's Mexican Day. I had pizza. Uh, what's the difference, right? Fuck me. I'm brilliant. I'm so funny. Okay, so let's see. So tired of pizza that tomorrow I'm going to make some real food. And the man that nearly beat up his own child with that plastic like belt thingy. If India, if someone stole a lot of stuff from India and put it in the English museum, I'd say keep it. They'll be fine. Especially Kerala. They are the children of God. They live in God's own land. Now focus here, Ravenheim. Focus here, Ravenheim. The question, or yes, who is this? Who is this? Who? I was wondering who that woman was, and what I got was two of wands. Someone who's got the whole Heil. Someone who, in one card, she looks very beautiful. In the second card, she looks badass. So, well, it could be a spy of some sort. It could be a spy simply because the cards don't match in that manner. But there is no problem for her because, she looks pretty wealthy and she might be one of those who likes to travel the world and experience something fun. It can be as simple as that. She chose her path, and here she is receiving a pleasant letter. A pleasant letter about what? Ah, my husband is finally going to kill himself. Now we know who's paying for the funeral. Okay, so who's the snake? Let's take the fox. Fox first. Fox first. Let's take the fox. Take him down. Cuddle him to death. Who's the fox? Show me the fox. Show me the fox. Show me the fox. Show me the fox. Give me the fox. Show me the fox. Show me the fox. Oh, come on. Thank you. Just had to throw a few mantrums. Okay. This fox wants justice. But he's coming out as quite happy. He's bringing happiness to people. But in fact, he's far worse than the snake. He's pretty equal to the snake. Because this fox is the devil. Exciting enough for you? Should I put some spooky background music on? Well, when I get another phone or something like that. So he will show himself as the Son of God. This sounds like Genesis. But in fact, he feels that there is some injustice, and before he wants a new start in life, he has someone he needs to put in a coffin before he reap what he'd been sowing, so he can get a new start. Now, who's his enemy? I don't know. There is this energy of wanting clarity into the situation. Got the fox. So we have fox around you, and they are wasting a lot of time on playing a lot of games instead of just eating mushrooms at the Boom Festival and having fun touching other people with big boobs. Whew. I said that out loud, didn't I? I suppose I did. Such a fool. Yeah. This fox, he will get his new beginning. Last one. If some of you have to have a popping up question, well, last one. 3, 1. Congregation. Oh. So there is a little bit blah blah blah. We shouldn't talk about what those two people are having. They're having a good time alone. Nobody's watching. They're having a very good time. And yet a lot of people wants to stick their nose in their business. However, there is also a lot of money, funeral, sickness going on in this drama, and there is this sleazy mafia boss who hired a few. They could come from outside. Who hired a few people from a lesser beautiful place who will make the noise for him. But remember, we have a fox who turns out to be the devil, who might outplay the devil. I would love to see how that goes. Shit, that would be fun. That would be fun. I'll think about something. Now, most beautiful 33 vertebrae, 33 degrees, all that stuff. Is giving you the key to the entire solution. Whatever you're wondering about, whatever you're, oh, I'm going on, I'm losing my head. What can I think? What can I do? Blah, 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 blah. It's fine. The universe got your back. And, well, you have the key. You have the key. Okay? So I will show you a picture of how the table looks like. Oh, let me see. I have to. This is how it's like to be so poor. I can't even afford a studio. So let's see here. As you can see on top here. Yeah. I don't know how much you can see. I cannot see too much. Okay. We'll just put them up, put them up some randomly, okay? So, because they are so beautiful in colors, we have the key here. We have the fox here, and you know who the fox are. He's conspiring with the devil. You have a love connection here, true love, and you two are having quite fun together. However, you need to weed away some people, situations, to make sure that the energies between the two of you are clean, not to mention the communication. Okay, so what is coming next here? Remove the rich girls and gloomy thoughts. So, what happens next? Maybe you want to move on to something new, but something stopped you. What stopped you? Well, when it's coming twice, it's pretty much mean that it is, in fact, a funeral. And when the husbands show up with a Texas woman like this, and he's got gloomy thoughts. Do we have a suspect? We don't care. Maybe he was a piece of shit. We don't know. And we don't care unless you do. And then ask up. So the last card here, besides the boat, we don't care about the boat. We are going wherever we are going. So the snake. Who is the snake? Who is someone that you know who is smart enough to fuck up everything you own? Take away everything you loved, or because we can surround ourselves. Look at the beautiful home. Wowly beautiful it is. It's beyond beautiful. Oh, and it's pink. Yes, it's for sure like pink. It's really beautiful. Okay, so nice view. So this snake. Who is this snake? It's connected to a house. He's looking at this house, and it doesn't say, oh, the moon is on top of that house too. Only ours are pink. He does have people that's like, hello, go and do that crap for me, and they will do it. So you could almost call him a mafia, but he doesn't have the resources, or he's not. He doesn't got the balls to be. He's a snake, but he doesn't have what it takes to be a real mob. So what he's doing instead is doing what is best at using his tongue. Is that how it is? No, that's Kali. Ah. But they have this snake like coming fast out. And I see him having one of those snakes tongues. Let's see if we can find a depiction of him that feels right. Well, soon he will discover that his game didn't pay off. Very little battery left, by the way. And maybe he will take a chance upon running, finding a new world, whatever, finding, coming up with a new solution. However, he will have issues, trouble, due to the most of obvious. Well, I can say karma. I can also say karma, to do. Someone knows he's a snake. Someone knows very well he's a snake. And they are guarded. Have you tried to being hypnotized by a snake before? Okay, guys. Yeah, well, the snake might attack. What are you going to do about it? Eat pizza, stay calm, enjoy your new car. Maybe it's a sexy Lamborghini, and watch the show. Because, well, snake karma in this case is fucked. Happy full pink moon. I believe it's Pisces. Something in that direction. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, although most of the time I am alone. I enjoy it still because what do you know? If you know Bashar, follow your highest passion, and my highest passion is to talk people's ear off about what the card means and what they are going to do to your life. And sometimes I don't read them correct because I didn't study, I didn't have the correct knowledge about the card. That's it. I love you so much. Namaste, and perhaps I see you tomorrow. Take good care. So.